The Orange County Transportation Authority has prepared a major investment study which proposes a strategy for the future of transportation in Orange County over the next couple of decades. The Coalition to Save San Onofre takes issue with a number of the aspects of this proposal as it relates to the transportation corridor agencies. Specifically, the study fails to consider Orange County's transportation future without the proposed 241 toll road extension. And the study provides taxpayer subsidy for the TCA's supposedly privately funded roads. The TCA consists of two public agencies who are tasked with building roads in Orange County.
The state wasn't able to come up with the funds, so they came up with the concept of the toll roads to bond the money, build it then, and have the debt paid back over time because the state wasn't coming to bail us out.
You know, the beauty of this was that the people who used the road were paying for the road and it didn't utilize public fund.
So it's a way to finance construction of state highways without using any tax dollars and allowing those users who are using the road to pay for construction on something that ultimately becomes a freeway.
The OCTA is Orange County's version of your traditional county-wide transportation authority. Prior to the March Major Investment Study stakeholder meeting, we were assured that the study would consider the future of Orange County's transportation system both with and without the TCA's proposed 241 toll road extension. On February 6, 2008, the California Coastal Commission rejected the TCA's proposal to build this road. The Orange County Transportation Authority staff told us in the March MIS meeting that the Board of Directors in their late February meeting directed staff to stop studying a future without the 241 toll road extension.
Just in attending the MIS meetings, one of the underlying foundations of the MIS that I have heard is the fact that it relies upon the completion of Foothill South, and that is correct, right?
The completion of Foothill South is assumed in our 2030 baseline assistance, yes.
So this whole discussion here today relies upon the concept that Foothill South is completed.
Correct.
And so without the completion of Foothill South, this discussion is somewhat moot.
So after the California Coastal Commission rejected the TCA's project, OCTA directed their staff to consider its construction inevitable for purposes of their planning. The OCTA is preparing to go forward with a decades-long strategy which considers inevitable massive infrastructure which will likely never exist.
And I'm very grateful for everything OCTA has been doing so far to push through the completion of Foothill South, but I think it is very important whenever this MIS study is referenced in any way, shape, or form in any presentation at any location, that it is very clearly stated from this first item that the MIS is reliant upon the completion of Foothill South because the traffic models just completely change.
This failure to consider OC's future without this infrastructure is blatantly contrary to the OCTA's purpose and exhibits OCTA's propensity to act in favor of the TCA even at the cost of neglecting its duties to the people of Orange County. The OCTA Major Investment Study also suggested a concept known as shadow tolling. This is a scenario where taxpayers pay a portion of each toll so that the clientele of the toll roads pay less money per fare. The idea is that the toll roads will get more use if the tolls are lowered for the riders who are paying them. The TCA's central commitment to the public was that it would build these toll roads without using taxpayer funds.
You know, the beauty of this was that the people who used the road were paying for the road and it didn't utilize public fund.
Those who benefit directly from the toll road are the people who are paying for it.
Construction of state highways without using any tax dollars.
I have some reservations about having the taxpayer shouldering the burden for something that they don't personally use.
This subsidy of tolls by the taxpayer would render that commitment false, plain and simple.
I was making a little joke.
Furthermore, the fact that OCTA wants ridership to increase on the toll roads suggests that the TCA's toll roads are not alleviating as much traffic as they should. However, the TCA's main commodity is toll roads which are priced high enough to keep most drivers off of them. This way, the roads run very smoothly for those who can afford and are willing to pay the high tolls. The use of shadow tolling on the TCA's toll roads would contradict the TCA's central commitment to the public and prove that the TCA's toll roads do not provide effective relief for Orange County's traffic congestion. Here, OCTA's charge to create efficient transportation conflicts dramatically with the TCA's practice of selling high-priced shortcuts around traffic to those who can afford them. For these reasons, we oppose the use of shadow tolls by the OCTA.